Hello everyone, Impiator here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide for Elden Ring. This is part 42. So in the last episode, we ended up making it to Nokron, the Eternal City, and we progressed a good chunk of that, including the Mimic Tier boss battle, and then we also got the Mimic Tier summon, which is one of the best summons in the game. We also made it to Night's Sacred Ground, where we picked up the item required to progress Ronnie's quest line. And in doing so, that ended up getting Selvus and Pydia killed. So in this episode, we're going to be completing this next section here, basically leading up to this boss battle here. Though we're not going to complete the Aqueduct section yet, mainly because the boss that's there actually turns out to be one of the hardest bosses in the game. So, especially for the time frame, which is about now, that most people end up making it to this boss, which I would say would be between level 80 and 90. So we're going to move away from there for a little bit, and then we're going to head over to the Wyndham Catacombs, complete that area, which we marked on our map previously, and the Seethewater Cave. That'll probably get us to around 30-ish minutes. If we aren't around 30-ish minutes, though, we'll probably make our way to the Bridge of Iniquity, and basically take that along this path here, and basically there's a cutscene with patches that we will probably end up triggering in the process too, and then eventually we'll end up at the Volcano Manor, but I think that's going to be at the beginning of the next episode. In addition, we are going to eventually tackle the Carrion Tower over here, so we now have the requirements for that because we have gotten the item from Ronnie for that. But otherwise, let's go ahead and start at the Ancestral Woods. We're going to go light those other 4 torches on fire. So the area that we're about to go into has some rats. It also has some wolves. Hang out along the left-hand side here. You'll notice that there's a red wolf of Radigan over there. I'm going to recommend that you ignore it. Mainly because it doesn't drop anything, and the runes that you get for it are just not worth it. It only has, I think, like 2,500 runes. And for the difficulty of this enemy at this point in the game, I think that's really, really awful. So we're just going to basically light that on fire. And then we're just going to leave it behind. We'll come back later for it. Worth mentioning, though, they don't respawn after they die, so if you do want to kill it, just know you won't have to deal with it again later. More rats over here. Light torch number 4. That's going to get us an Ash of War, Enchanted Shot. This basically follows your target whenever you shoot an arrow at them if they move. Otherwise, we're going to go over there next. So a whole bunch of silver fireflies and ancient butterflies as well. There's also a golden rune over here. Pretty high level one, in fact. Then we're going to climb up here. And there's an enemy over here with a unique weapon, which is actually the weapon that these enemies have been hitting you with. So the thing that she has in her hand actually is what you'll get from this chest. Kind of a creep weapon because they're basically holding the head of an ancestral infant. So it uses FP to spray spirit vapor. Kind of morbid. Anyway, we're heading back now. Well, sure. I did not plan on fighting you. Anyway, I tried to sneak for it, but there are 2 sets of beast blood out here. And there's also a smithing stone. Otherwise, we're heading towards this. We're going to stay along the cliffside here. And actually, there's an item we just passed by. Nothing special, but beast bones. Crafting item. Anyway, once you get up to here to the cliffside, we're going to make a right. This actually takes us above the kind of boss area. Kind of sort of boss area, anyway. We got the model necklace +1, raises robustness, immunity, and focus. So that's the aqueduct. We're actually going to go activate a grace over there. That way we can come back to it later. So crafting item right here. Stone sword key over here. We can't get back up, by the way, so we are going to have to teleport. That's fine. So back to the Ancestral Woods. So you can see this kind of path, this road along the side here. We're going to travel along it. So this one guarantees a drop of her helm. So make sure you kill her if you want that. So there's her helm. That looks cool. So grab the ghost glovewort here. There's also more crafting items here. Then we're just going to take this path back the opposite way to pick up a couple of items. Golden rune, fireproof dried liver, poop, and some ghost glovewort. I swear the poop is useful. Anyway, following this path is going to make us get over to the final torch to light. Now we're heading to this building. A couple of items along the outskirts of the entrance, though. We'll pick up Kukri. Crafting item. And then over here we have another Glovewort. So a touch this is going to take us over to the boss battle. So let's go ahead and switch out our summon. Now in the last episode I did end up upgrading it to +5, because I had the crafting items for it, but you certainly don't need it at +5 for this fight. So the way that this fight works is this is another one of these ancestral spirit enemies. This is the Regal version. It's got a few other tricks up its sleeve. So the main things that you're going to see with this one, in addition to the original's attacks, is that this one will charge up. It'll basically glow and it'll headbutt you. That can do some pretty nasty damage. It also has the ability to stand on its hind legs and stomp. Which is pretty interesting. It'll kind of jump up into the air and then drop back down. That's pretty damaging. It also has the ability to dissolve itself into the ground and teleport. Usually when it comes back up, it's going to have started glowing, and it's going to come and slam its forelegs down on the ground. So stay away from it typically whenever it's done that, or roll into it. And then its final real attack is going to end up being its ability to pull in energy around it to heal itself. And that energy will either come from you, or it'll come from the spirit animals that are peppered throughout the battlefield. So ideally, we want to utilize either fire damage, or we want to utilize holy damage, and try to beat this boss before it has the chance to heal. So doing heavy attacks to try to get it to posture break would be a great idea. Otherwise, though, just be prepared for it. Try not to have your health, I would say, below halfway. We're going to go for a shield as well, though I'm primarily going to be doing two-handed. So this is the same attack that the other one had. Roll through that. Good chance we can kill it now. Oh, maybe not. So just teleported. That's going to give us the remembrance of the Regal ancestor. And we're done with this place for now. We're going to head back to the Table of Lost Grace and go utilize this item that we just got to get a new weapon. So we got the Winged Greathorn for our strength and dexterity. Scales on strength and dexterity. We got a unique ability that causes enemies to have reduced defense. You also have a Ancestral Spirit's Horn. Restores FP upon defeating enemies. So we'll go with that, and then we're gonna go ahead and travel to the Wyndham Catacombs. So this is the place that we ended up marking on our map previously. I think now is a perfect time to go ahead and tackle it. Not a very difficult place at this level. It is, I would say, one of the easier of the Mount Gelmir items. Don't step on that, obviously. So take this down. Before you step all the way off of it, though, make sure you are running for some Great Blood Orb. So I got some more glove warts. Couple of enemies here, one off to the right. More glovewort. So down here, we just want to grab all of the items that are down here. The enemies keep respawning, so there's also some pads on the ground that will damage you, so just stay away from those. There's these kind of fake Crucible Knights. So grab the glove warp, and we're gonna head up. Oh, I always forget about that. Ah. Anyway, we're going to come in here for the Lightning Scorpion Charm. This basically increases our lightning attack damage, but it lowers damage negation. So when you step out in here, this is going to start to raise. Got my shield up, bro. Hey, we got a shield. That's cool. Not a guaranteed drop, though. Alright, so we're gonna want to go over there. Obviously, we want to avoid this going all the way up. So, make a run for it. Once that goes back up, roll underneath. Some more of these enemies out here. Once you start getting these items, you're going to be attacked by some... Hey, there they are. Another one. And the item that we just got, by the way, is the Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. Allows us to finally make lightning grease. Now we're going to go ahead and leave the way we came. We're heading back to the elevator that we started this area with. I always forget those. Alright, so we've fought these guys before. This one does electrical damage, though. So strike damage, again, is going to be the usual prescription of this asshole. So that's finally going to give us the ability to get levels 1 through 3 of the Grave Glove variety. Again, you'll need to take that over to the Twin Maiden Husks at the Round Table Hold. Otherwise, that should give us enough runes to grab another level. And we are sitting at about 22 minutes or so. I think we got time for the Seethewater cave, and then we'll probably wrap it there. So this place is a little bit darker. We're going to go ahead and drop off here. Cave moss, got some just some random enemies that are here. So we're going to want to drop down carefully. Out here, we're going to make a right. Grab some poison grease. I'm going to let the poison dissipate a little bit. Oh, you suck. We're probably going to get poisoned anyway while we're here, so you can use boluses to deal with it. Otherwise, we're going to head left first. Gross. Got some rats out here. Head back, go around. Around here we got some preserving boluses. And we're going to come through here and drop down. We're not going to go through there yet. This actually takes us back up, but allows us to grab a couple of additional items. Hey, another rune art. Golden rune. So we'll go grab these crafting items over here. Then we'll go in there. So this is going to give us the mushroom kit or set. Also some immunizing cured meat over here. Otherwise we're going to drop down here. Go back through here. Now we're going to make a right. So some more of this cave moss stuff. And then we're going to drop down here. Drop down here. And there's actually some rats inside that little alcove there. So we're going to kind of drop off here. Try to get an alcove. Or some poison bone darts. Then we're going to drop down. The one that heads kind of slightly up has an item and an enemy with it. We've got another golden rune. Now we are heading for the boss. Okay, so this boss is going to be a pair of kindred rot enemies. Basically, they're not too hard to deal with. We've actually dealt with kind of their bigger brothers up to this point. They are weak to fire. They're also weak to hemorrhage and to frostbite. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out to this. I'm also going to switch over to this. And we'll go ahead and step in. And we'll summon two. So their most irritating attack is that. That guy's already dead. That's gonna do it. Kindred of Rot's Exaltation. The poisoning or rot in vicinity increases your attack power. Alrighty, so that's going to end up completing this place. We're sitting at not quite 30 minutes. I think we are going to go a little bit further. We're going to head for the Bridge of Iniquity. And I'm also going to remove the marks that I left behind for these places. So the main reason why we are heading here is going to be to basically just see one of the stages of Hatch's quest line. If we go immediately to Volcano Manor, we won't end up seeing this. So come along the side here. We've been here actually previously, but we've never been up up here. So come up here for a grace. Golden rune. So I got some beast blood, golden rune, sacramental blood, buds, so this gets us the pulley bow. So it's got mighty shot. Good for penetrating an enemy's guard. Alright, so to trigger Patches' quest line, we actually need to follow these things. For now, though, we're actually going to head across this. And we're going to come back here in a moment. So I finally get to kill one of these a lot easier than we did the last time. Alright, so the Grace is over here, basically, in another, I guess, catacombs or cave. We're not going to complete this area until the next episode, but we are going to open it up. Mainly because Patch is going to kick us into a ravine, and I want to be able to easily get back up here. So this part with patches is basically optional. It's just, since we're here, we are going to go ahead and let it happen. So you're basically meant to follow these. And once you get to the last one, there will be a cutscene.
Well, if you really are that gullible. Then stay away from the Volcano Manor! Bye now!
Which means, of course, that we're going to the Volcano Manor.
Take care!
But we're going to be doing that in the next episode. So we'll go ahead and equip the Beast Repellent. And I guess we'll go ahead and teleport back to here, which is where we're going to start, I think, in the next episode. But until then, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.